Welcome back, everyone. What you're about to see is a textbook example of authority being abused. One officer in this case has already lost a job and is now facing serious criminal charges, but the footage raises a much bigger question. Was she acting alone, or was someone else just as responsible? Today, we're breaking down the actions of two officers, and by the end of this video, you'll decide who crossed the line further. Watch closely, stay till the end, and if you support holding public officials accountable, make sure to hit the like button.
And who are you? What's your name and badge number?
Paul.
Are you a law enforcement officer?
I am.
You're a law enforcement officer. Do you work for corrections, or are you state law enforcement?
If you know everything about the law, then you...
I have not said I know everything about the law, sir. What's your name and badge number then?
I just told you, Lieutenant Paul.
And what's your badge number?
I don't have a badge number.
You don't have a badge number. Okay. The policeman with no badge.
He said I was a police officer.
Are you a law enforcement officer? You do not enforce laws, sir. You work in there.
Yeah, that's laws.
You work with corrections. You see, there's a big difference. Let me teach you a little bit.
You don't need to teach me anything.
From that fencing.
You're not supposed to be here.
From that fencing over here, this is called freedom, okay? This is called freedom. So, kick rocks. And you're a lieutenant, you said?
That's right.
And you don't know that this is a public sidewalk?
I know what it is. You're not supposed to be videoing. Signs are right there.
That's if I'm going in the facility. Now this over here is freedom. You understand? You don't come out here telling people what to do or not to do. You tell that to your inmates in there, not to me. All right?
Do you know someone inside this
I
facility?
don't. I don't.
No, I have to assume that you do, and you're filming here trying to...
You can assume. You can assume.
That's my job. That's
You can
my
assume
responsibility.
anything you want to
So when the
assume,
police-
sir.
When the police show up, then we'll let them deal with it.
Right from the opening seconds, this encounter explodes into conflict. No calm introduction, no friendly exchange, just a direct challenge to authority. The cameraman immediately asks the question that every officer dreads when they are not prepared: name and badge number. The response is hesitant, and then comes the shock. The man claims his law enforcement, yet says he doesn't even have a badge. That single admission changes everything. What follows is a tense back and forth where authority is questioned, definitions are blurred, and lines are drawn, literally. The lieutenant insists the cameraman doesn't belong there. The cameraman fires back, pointing to the fence as the dividing line between corrections control and public freedom. This is freedom, he says, and suddenly this is no longer about filming. It's about power, jurisdiction, and who actually understands the law. When the lieutenant threatens to call the police, it's meant to end the situation. Instead, it escalates it. Because now, the test is coming.
Good. We're gonna teach you some. We're gonna get you educated today. We're gonna get you educated today. Walking up to me, Mac clothes and shit.
You don't have any education.
Well, we'll see. We'll see who has education and who don't when the cops get here, like you said. And, are you a law enforcement officer, sir?
Yeah.
What's your name and badge number?
Why do you need that?
Because do you work for the federal government? Do you work for? Do you? Because
he's not gonna give his name.
all right. So let me get you this clear. You guys work for us, okay? You are a government official, and if I'm asking for your name and badge number, you are entitled to give me that. All right? Now both of you failed to give me. You failed to give me both.
To give me your name. So.
Because you don't tell me what to do. I am a free citizen. I am a free citizen. You impose your rules and your laws or whatever it is that you guys do in there.
My job. It's not.
This is not your job over here.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. This is not your job over here to tell me what to do. Are you crazy? We're gonna get you educated today, dude. Lieutenant, damn. That means it took you a pretty long time to get to where you're at, and then not to know a simple law. That makes you look like very uneducated. Just to let you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna take advice from you.
All right. You don't have to take anything, sir. But I don't have to take anything from you either.
You don't have to. That's right. You can do what you want. Well, we'll see.
We'll see. That's where taxpayers' money goes to. Tyrants. That want to impose rules and won't even identify themselves. What's the name of your chief? What's his name? You do have a supervisor, right?
This is where tension turns personal. Another officer enters, and instead of calming things down, the confrontation intensifies. The cameraman doubles down, demanding names, badge numbers, and accountability. The officers resist, deflect, push back. And then comes the phrase that defines this entire section. We're going to get you educated today. It's said like a threat, but it lands like a mistake. Because from this point on, the cameraman controls the narrative. He frames the officers as government employees, reminds them who they work for, and repeatedly asserts his rights as a free citizen standing on public property. The lieutenant insists this is his job. The cameraman calls that claim insane. The exchange grows sharper, more confrontational, more humiliating for the lieutenant. Insults fly. Authority cracks. The cameraman openly questions how someone could reach the rank of lieutenant without knowing such basic law. By the end of this segment, one thing is clear. This is no longer a misunderstanding. It's a challenge. And everyone is waiting for what happens next.
Why don't you give him a call? Sucks that it's gonna be the lieutenant that's gonna be taught an education today. You know, I would expect this from any other officer, but not from a lieutenant. That should be well educated on everything when it comes to this kind of stuff, right? All right.
All right, what's going on, guys? He's out there filming. Yeah. Not sure if he knows someone inside the facility. Okay. Planning anything yet. Hi, sir.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Come on, walk with me.
I'll stay right here, sir.
Why? Come on, walk with me.
I'll stay right here.
What's going on?
Now the stakes are real. The mockery continues briefly as the lieutenant stands by, visibly diminished. Then the Real police arrive. This is the moment that decides everything. A uniformed officer approaches and attempts a common tactic, separation. "Come walk with me," he says. The cameraman refuses. He doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't move. He simply stands his ground. When questioned, he gives nothing. No explanations. No cooperation beyond what the law requires. The officer tries another angle, suggesting the cameraman leave. That's when the key line drops. "You cannot tell me to leave public property." This is the turning point. The threat of enforcement dissolves. The officer doesn't push further. No detention. No arrest. No escalation. The law quietly asserts itself, and everyone present knows it. The power dynamic has officially shifted.
You're not that guy that does all the videos, right?
I don't answer questions, sir.
All right. Come on, get going.
Sir, you cannot tell me to leave public property. Officer, I'd like to file a formal complaint on the lieutenant over here, which approached me very aggressive manner.
What kind of complaint would you like?
I want a complaint form for him.
A complaint form?
Yes.
What would you like me to do?
If there's a complaint form available for...
You can complain inside if you want. Maybe to his boss.
I'd rather not go inside.
Okay, well, that's the only way you can make a complaint with them.
I'll find another way, but thank you very much for your help.
Okay.
Can you please educate this guy that public recording is 100% lawful? The lieutenant? You jerk. That's what you are, a jerk. You got educated, huh? Walk of shame. That's the walk of shame. Walk of shame, huh, Lieutenant?
With enforcement off the table, accountability becomes the focus. The cameraman calmly requests a formal complaint against the lieutenant, citing aggressive behavior. The officer explains the process, and just like that, the tension drains out of the situation. There's no dramatic ending, no shouting, no last threat. Instead, there's something far worse for authority figures who overstep: public exposure and retreat. The cameraman makes one final request, that the lieutenant be educated on the legality of public recording. And then comes the closing image, the lieutenant walking away. No arguments, no authority, just silence. The cameraman calls it exactly what it is, a walk of shame. And with that, the encounter ends not with force, but with the law standing exactly where it started.